Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, basketball fans? Welcome back to What's Going On Now, your home for breaking down the hottest matchups, craziest moments, and unforgettable plays in the NBA playoffs. And if you missed Game 3 between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, you missed a masterpiece of momentum shifts, hustle, and heart. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's dive into this wild ride. Before Game 3 tipped off, the Knicks were in a tight spot. Down 2-0 in the series, the pressure was on. Madison Square Garden is intense, but playing in Indiana? That's a whole different beast. The Pacers crowd was loud, the atmosphere was electric, and everyone was expecting the home team to cruise to a 3-0 lead. The Knicks had to dig deep. No room for error. No excuses. Just grit, grind, and a whole lot of strategy. The game started ugly for the Knicks. The Pacers were cooking. Tyrese Halliburton was dishing dimes like a magician, making behind-the-back passes, alley-oops, and jumpers like it was practice. Pascal Siakam was slicing through the defense, and Miles Turner? Man was a block party all by himself. By the end of the first half, the Knicks were staring at a 20-point hole. Knicks fans were sweating. Everyone thought, "Welp, pack it up, it's over." But what came next? Legendary. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, "Not on my watch." He reached deep into his bench and pulled out some chess moves. He brought in DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet, not guys you usually see in clutch playoff minutes, but that's what made it genius. These two came in like secret weapons. Wright was hustling, diving for loose balls, playing lockdown D. Shamet hit a big three that helped swing momentum. The Pacers' offense started stalling, and suddenly, just like that, the Knicks were back in it. Let me tell you about the fourth quarter. You ever see a man flip a switch and just take over? That man was Karl-Anthony Towns. 20 points in the final frame. 20. This wasn't just scoring, it was domination. Fadeaways, dunks, tough finishes through contact. KT said this is MY game now. And while KT was going off, Miles McBride returned like a warrior, despite foul trouble, adding clutch buckets and defensive stops. Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby were flying around, contesting everything, keeping the Pacers guessing. It was a defensive masterclass wrapped in an offensive explosion. Now let's talk Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he wasn't his usual scoring machine self, but when the game was on the line, ice in his veins, he went 10 for 10 from the free throw line. And those last two free throws? With the crowd going insane, the game hanging in the balance? Swish. No hesitation. Leadership doesn't always show up in box scores. It shows up in moments, and Brunson delivered. Now give credit to the Pacers. They played hard, and they've got a scary young core. But when the Knicks locked in, Indiana didn't have an answer. Halliburton cooled off. Turner missed key shots. And defensively, they couldn't contain the Knicks' late surge. The Knicks outscored the Pacers 32-14 in the fourth. Read that again, 32-14. That's a statement. Final score, Knicks 106, Pacers 100. KT, 24 points, 20 in the fourth. Brunson, 13 points, 10 out of 10 FT. Anunoby, 16 points, 3 blocks. McBride, 12 points, clutch defense. Biggest takeaway? The Knicks didn't just win a game, they stole the momentum. Now it's 2-1, and Game 4 is going to be a dogfight. Game 4 is coming fast, and both teams are feeling the pressure. Will the Pacers bounce back? Can the Knicks even the series? If the Knicks bring this same energy, this same strategy, watch out, we might be headed for 7 games. This series isn't just about talent, it's about heart. And that's your full recap, breakdown, and hype session for Game 3 of Knicks vs. Pacers. If you love this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because you know what's going on now is bringing the fire every time. Drop your predictions for Game 4 in the comments, Knicks or Pacers. Let me know.